There's a considerable amount of significance in Remembrance Day this year because it is the 100th anniversary of the end of World War I. And for people who are interested in researching how their relatives or friends were involved, a searchable database now available. This database combines references to various First World War personal records. It contains many individuals of the Canadian Expeditionary Force and the Royal Newfoundland Regiment and Newfoundland Forestry Corps. The files include soldiers, nurses, and chaplains and consist of documents with many personal details. Joining us to chat about this is Danielle Smith from 770 CHQR. Timely, of course, and really nice on so many levels here for us in Canada to be able to take in something like this.
Oh, yeah. And I gather that this database just got completed a few months ago. Perfect timing for those who've been wanting to search out their family history. And I'm going to be speaking with Glenn Wright today, who is an archivist. The first thing he said is, do you have any family members who did service during World War I? And so I told him, yeah, Lawrence Bullard, my grandfather. He went into the database, found him, and now I'm going to find out all kinds of information on my show today about it. They have an amazing amount of records. In most cases, for somebody who is in active service, they can have up to 75 pages of documents. It goes through their enlistment, their training, their medical histories. They also caution that if there's stuff you don't want to know about your relative, maybe you shouldn't search into it, because they'll also have information on desertions, on whether or not some people have found that they've had family members who were found guilty of a crime during the course of their service. And so it could be a little bit of a shock for some going through it. But what a treasure trove of information. And with people so interested in genealogy, this just gives one more piece of the picture.
Genealogy has become such a popular thing with pay-for services, private industry services. This is something that is available to anyone to access?
Well, one of the things that we have, I wasn't sure if my ancestor would be in there because he was born in Britain, and so some people signed up through the British forces. If your loved one signed up through the Canadian Expeditionary Forces, they will be in there. So you might be missing some Air Force records, you'd be missing some Navy records. But it's really interesting too that if you have a relative who was a nurse who served, she'll be in the database as well, or a chaplain. So there's a broad range of people who you will be able to access. But it may not be the end of it. I'm going to see if Glenn knows if you don't find who you're looking for in here, if there are any other similar sources that you can go to search it out.
It would be nice to know that it's a work in progress and would build on that. Thank you, Danielle.
Yep, my pleasure.
You can listen to Danielle weekday mornings on 770 CHQR, 9:30 to 12:30.